let's start with the base document. What is it? Base documents are templates used during the execution of processes to create documents automatically with the particular data of each scenario. An example would be a legal procedure where the legal part of the text is fixed and therefore is previously defined in the base document. The other part changes depending on its process, so it would be created during the execution of its process. Automatic documents that are created from base documents can be made up of other documents. Let's see the requirements for its use. To have the MS Word and Excel installed and the base doc editor. Edition is also possible with the HTML editor. However, for complex documents, the use of MS Word is recommended. Where can Doc-Base Editor be downloaded from? From Neon Knowledge Base, Programs, and Doc-Base Editor. In this document, we will see a link to download it. How to create it? To create a base document, enter the settings of a class or process, and in the Execution section, click on Objects. In the Objects window, the Base Document tab offers a list with all the options available. Okay? In the first option is from where we created. Base Document. I used to create documents automatically via system tasks or by clicking on a button in a form. Once created, they are integrated or associated to library fields in the process panel. Automatic documents can be created with the formats doc, PDF, HTML, and XLS. Here, we can click on Create Document or select one of the list to edit it. If we go to Create a document, we will have to indicate name and format and click on Proceed. And these are other elements that can be included in the base document. Let's go now to the application. So firstly, we are going to create a document so you can see the result. We need to go to the 2.0 teacher process and click on the action button. So let's go start a process, teacher, and action button. If we add some data and click on this button, create report and change text, it's going to create that automatic document that is created following the base document template we added previously to the process. So let's add some data here. Let's fill out the fields we add to the base document template so we can see the results. So let's choose an account or a portal, contact, Pacovera. Let's add something here because it's mandatory. And let's sign it and let's add a delivery date. Let's add also some data to the group of fields. So set 1, variable essence, and let's add 10. Let's add a second set. 0 Coke, 3, and Red Bull, 5. Save and exit. Let's create a third one. 10, save and exit, and the last one. Set 4. Herbal Essence shampoo, and we are gonna adjust that number components to save and exit. Here, as we can see the set name, okay, and the set price. And now here in quantity to include, we can just add how many sets of each we want. So I'm just gonna add here 4 of the set 1 and 5 of set 2. And save and exit. Now that we have some data, we can just click on here, create report. When I create the base document, I configure it so the automatic document created is stored in this library field. So if I click here, okay, it will create the automatic document and will store it here. Let's have a quick look. And we have the document that has been created here. And as we can see, okay, we have all the data we have just added, okay? So we have the sets, the quantities we chose, okay, the prices. And we also have the 2 sets, we didn't order any of them, okay? So we have attached here a list of sets not included in this purchase in case we would like to do it in the future. We can also see the appointed performer and we can also see the signature. So this document basically was automatically created following a base document template. Let's go to make some changes to see if this changes as well. So let's close this and let's make some changes here. So we go here. We maybe can change the quantity of these ones to maybe 24 instead of 4. And maybe we don't want any of this set now. And we will just get 5 set 3. Save and exit. Therefore now, okay, the sets that we don't have any quantities are set 2 and 3. So I'm gonna create the document again and go to library to see if it's make the changes. So as we can see now, set 1 instead of 4, we have 24 now. We don't have any of the set 2 or 3 or 4, sorry. And here we have this that we didn't have before. You won't be charged for the shipping as your purchase order is over 20 sets. Okay, before it didn't come out because we only had 4 here and 5. So we had 9 sets. But now, okay, as the quantity is higher than 20, it's letting us know that the shipping is not going to be charged, okay? So as you can see, we have certain things that appear in the document or not if they comply certain conditions. And as we can see, okay, if we close here, it didn't create another document, it just modified this one, it just updated it. Let's go now to create a base document. But before doing that, it would be interesting to actually see the base document of this process we have just been using. So if we go to base documents, and we go to the teacher base document, okay, we will be able to see it. So let's open it. Okay, and we can see here, okay, that we have some logo, we have added a text, we have some recursive paragraphs, we have a group of fields here, conditional region, okay, we have the signature, star message creator name, okay. So as I said before, okay, we can add panel fields like these things that I highlighted in blue, okay. This is what we actually add in the form and then it gets added here, okay. So if we say dear and we choose an account, okay, and a contact, so it will fill up here the contact name and here the account, the city and the date, okay. To add all this, we would just go here, to Aura Portal Neon, and here select data source. And here you can actually click and then find the panel field you want to add. It's quite straightforward. Okay, so as you can see here, we added the contact. So you will just add, click in here, accept selection, we can do it if you want to. So, and it will paste it here, okay? If instead of a panel field we want to add a group of fields, okay, we can see that this is a group of fields. We will need to create a recursive paragraph before, okay? And then once we have created, we'll just go here and add recursive paragraph. But this has to be created before. So you'll have the group of fields, and it has an affiliated group of fields. This is the number of the affiliated, okay? We also have to take into account that this is the start, when you can see the I, and when you can see the F is the end, okay? So we always have start and end. Can you see it? All the time. And here, this is telling you what kind of data it is. So in this case, it will be recursive paragraph. In here, RC will be this, a conditional region, okay? You won't be charged for the shipping as your purchase is order over 20. As you remember before, okay, when we ordered 9 sets, this didn't appear in the automatic document created, okay? So this is a conditional region, and obviously we put some conditions so this text shows or not, okay? And here we have a recursive paragraph again, okay? And then the signature, that is a panel field. Okay, so let's create a base document now, okay? So we go to create document. Here we choose HTML, MS Word, or Excel, and then we need to add a name. I'm going to call it base document demo. Continue. Here it says base document name, and here it says automatic document name. Okay, this is the name of the base document, and this is the name of the document that is going to be automatically created. So we can actually put a different name. I'm just going to call it document demo. Document demo. Here it's obvious, you just can choose if we want it Word or PDF. I'm going to leave it as Word. Here we have automatic document destination. Okay, we have panel, SharePoint. I'm going to choose integrated into process, and then I can choose the panel field. Okay, so as soon as the document is created, where do I want it? Well, I want it in the library field. Okay, and then we have overwrite, yes or no. This is, as we saw before, I had this configuration in the thing, in the one we saw, okay? I had it stored in the library, okay? That's why every time an automatic document was created, I was going to the library and it was there. And also, as you saw, I had only one. Even when I changed data, it just modified it, but I didn't have 2 documents or 3 or 4. I just had the one. And this is because I have override selected as yes. And save and exit. And here we have just, we can choose a few options, like, I don't know, date formats. So I'm going to choose this one and save and exit. Save. Before going to edit the base document, we need to create the recursive paragraphs, the conditional regions, and the conditional paragraphs we're going to need to edit our base document. So let's start creating a recursive paragraph named set demo. So save. And let's go to recursive paragraphs, create one. I'm going to call it sets demo. Proceed. And we need to choose here a group of fields, okay? Because it's just to add a group of fields into the base document. It's sets and save. Okay? And it's here already. Let's create a conditional region now. And it's going to be number 2 because we have one there already, and it's going to be called delivery cost demo. Save. when we save, we have the conditions option. Remember that in this case, we need to add a condition. So create conditions, panel, let's filter. Okay, so we want this field greater than 20, okay? So the text I'm gonna add, it will only show up when in this panel field we have a number higher than 20. Save and exit, save and exit, and save and exit. It's here already. And now we're gonna create a conditional paragraph. And I'm gonna call it with that sets demo, save, and again, we can add some conditions. In here, I'm gonna add 2 conditions. So let's quickly sets and sets quantity to include, and I want it equal to the value 0. Save and exit, and another condition, set quantity to include when equals nothing, okay, when it's empty. And it's here already. We are going to leave the signature, as we will see this later on. So now we have created a recursive paragraph that we have named, and where we selected the right group of fields, a conditional region where we add the condition that the number of sets is higher than 20, and a conditional paragraph with the condition that the quantity to include is 0 or empty. We can go to create the base document or to edit it, because we created it already. We just didn't add any options. So let's open the base document demo, and now we can go to edit. First of all, I'm gonna add the logo. I'm gonna change the font to Arial and size 11. And I'm gonna add the same text as I had in my base document before. So, dear from the company located in, we will proceed to deliver from. So, dear, now, if we want to add any panel fields, we'll have to go to select data source and panel. Proceed. I'm gonna choose account contact, so dear, and here it will add the account contact. Okay, from the company, again we'll go to select data source, and we need account. So when we add an account in execution, the document will add here the account we just chose. Located in. And now we will need account city, okay? It's a suffix. We have attached a list of the promotional sets available in the quantities you requested, and we will proceed to deliver from. And delivery date. Okay. So now we have the text and the panel fields here. And in here, I want to add the relation between sets, and for that I need to add a group of fields. As we mentioned before, we need to create a recursive paragraph to add a group of fields. So we are going to add the one we created before, called sets demo. So I'm going to add set name, quantity to include, and the price. And also here that we have the affiliated group of fields, I'm going to choose components, component sales price, components price, and number of components. So this would be the group of fields, the main one, and this would be the affiliated one. So let's separate it a little bit. And now I'm going to insert a table. I'm going to insert 3 columns. Okay, and I'm just going to add here some titles. So it's going to be sets, price, and quantity. And I'm going to add this. Quantity. Name. And price. And I'm going to do the same with the affiliated group of fields. In this case, we need 4 columns. So I'm going to put insert table and 4 columns. So let's add some titles first. So component, sales price, quantity, and components price. Okay. The components, sales price, component price, and number of components. And as you can see, we have the recursive paragraph now here. Okay. This is the beginning and this is the end of a recursive paragraph, and then within it we have the affiliated group of fields that also has a start and end. Okay. Now we have added the recursive paragraph. Let's go to add a conditional region. So let's go here, add conditional region, and I'm going to choose delivery cost demo, the one we just created. Okay, and we have it here. And in the middle, I just need to add the text I want to appear when the condition is met. In this case, I'm going to add this one. You won't be charged for the shipping as your purchase order is over 20 sets. I need to add a paragraph and a text here too. This allows me to add information of the group of fields, but only the lines I'm interested in. So I can do this creating condition. First, I'm going to add the text. So let's add it here. We have attached below a list of sets not included in this purchase order in case you would like to include them in future orders. So I'm just going to add the same recursive paragraph as before, set demo, but this time I'm just going to select set name and set price. Now I'll insert a table. Okay, but this time I'm going to do it in a different way. So I'm just going to add the titles here and the panel field here. So set and set price. And now I want that these 2 lines only appear if the quantity to include is 0 or empty. This is a conditional paragraph, so we need to go to add conditional paragraph. And I want the second option. And this one as well, okay? So it will only appear if certain conditions are met that we obviously configured before when we configured the conditional paragraph. We just add here. So this is not going to appear if the condition is not met. And now I just need to add yours sincerely and select data source, panel, star message creator. Okay, and a signature. And let's find signature and accept. Okay. Now we just need to save. We need to take into account that if we have another base document and we save this one, this one is going to be saved, but the other one will be deleted. We are sure, so we click OK and save and exit. Now that we have the base document created, okay, we can go to the form, action buttons, and we can have a look at how did we configure this. Okay, so we have add actions and we have two, change button text and automatic document. So if I click on the automatic document, I can see several options here. So actions in form, save the form before creating, or update the form after creating. We can see here we have some configuration options, but we will see them when we learn about the action button in the next block. Okay, here we have document will be created on clicking the button. Okay, we have the option no or yes. I'm just going to leave it as yes. Okay, we can also select a PDF conversion. And here we have the base document. This is the one I had before, but we are going to add now the one we just created. Okay, base document demo. So save and exit. Save and exit. And if I go to my tasks, start another process. Add some or a portal. Data. Signature. And I click on create report and change text. I can see that now it gives me the option to select the template, okay, the base document I want to use, or I want the system to use to create the automatic document. So if we go to see it now, okay, let's check demo one, and we go to library. We can see that it has used the one we just created. We can see we don't have anything here because I didn't add any information to the group of fields. So let's quickly add something so you can see it works properly. So set one. And again, we have the option to choose the template. We go here. We can see now that we have some data, okay? And as we have 21 sets, we have this message. And this shall be all for the document base.